MOJA and Billy find themselves on Haji's southern plantation, even after the Civil War is done. In some respects, even worse off than they were before.
After the Civil War, the South rose again through cotton, but they couldn't do it without manpower. How could they get the manpower if they didn't have the slaves any longer? So what happened was the powers that be decided to make these laws. One of the subtle laws that didn't seem to figure in but really did was vagrancy law. So if you didn't have a job and you're standing around in the town, they could arrest you for vagrancy. Well, the ones they arrested just happened to be black. Now they're in a situation where they're free, but they're not free because they're under a sentence.
In the song Kitchen Table, Billy and his fellow prisoners make music out of anything they can, including tables, spoons, forks, and even their chains. We originally cut that song in Jackson, Mississippi during the early days, one of the first songs we did. And it wasn't working for Carl. Carl's vision was like, it should be like a group of guys in a prison just grabbing some shit and playing.
Chain them together, split us apart. You can't chain the love and I. Ooh, yeah. Chain me to a wall, chain me to a bed, can't chain the thought up in my head.
After escaping prison, Billy ends up in the Wild West as a cowboy and a buffalo soldier.
20 to 25% of cowboys in the Old West were black. I grew up in Wyoming, a Wild West state, and in the school curriculum, they never mentioned any black people. And yet, the most famous war in all of Wyoming history, the Johnson County War, one of the Buffalo Soldier regiments was called in to help settle it. No mention. So we wrote a song called Nobody Wrote It Down.
Nobody wrote it down in the history books, it can't be found. Nobody wrote it down, nobody wrote it down.
Billy Branch, that works on this project, he had an ancestor that was an escaped slave who went west and became a Pony Express rider.